There are many ways to train smithing in old school RuneScape. There's smelting bars, smithing items, using the blast furnace, and plenty of others. Today I'm going to be going over my top 5 AFKable methods. Now these won't be the most efficient, but if you're looking to maximize XP while paying minimal attention to the game, this is the guide for you. Starting with the least AFKable on this list at number 5, we have the spell Superheat Item. In order to cast the spell, you will need 43 magic and the smithing level based on whatever ore you're using. You'll need the same requirement as smelting the ore. This spell is available for free to play, but if you're a member, I would highly recommend getting the coal bag from Motherlode Mine to double your inventory space. You always get 53 magic XP per cast, and the smithing XP you receive will be the same as if you were smelting the bar. You typically lose money doing this method, but once you get to higher level bars, you may break even or even profit a little at the cost of having to bank more often. You will be spending around 7 to 12 GP per XP depending on the current prices and what ores you're using. Keep in mind this is a macroefficient training method because you'll be getting a lot of magic XP as well. Again, depending on what bars you're using, you can expect to get around 100k magic XP an hour and around 50k smithing XP per hour. For number 4, we have smithing knives. All you will need for this is a hammer and at least 7 smithing for bronze, which will scale up when you go to higher tier bars. Depending on the types of knives, you can get anywhere from 20 to 60k XP per hour. I believe the best anvil in the game is the anvil just outside the Zamorak West Bank. When smithing knives, the lower the metal, the less XP you'll receive, but the more money you'll be making. And the reverse is true for higher tier bars. You'll even be breaking even once you're using adamant bars, but runite bars will typically lose you money. Number 3, we have dart tips. All you will need is a hammer and 4 smithing to start with bronze. Smithing dart tips is extremely similar to smithing knives. The reason why it's higher up on the list is because the profits tend to be slightly higher. Knives are used for lower level range training, and I usually think of pures or new members training on rock crabs. Now darts are so commonly in demand because they're used for the blowpipe, which is one of the fastest and most accurate weapons in the game. Coming in at number 2, we have smelting gold bars. You will need 40 smithing for this method, and you don't necessarily need it, but, well, yeah, you basically do need to do the Family Crest Quest for the Goldsmith gauntlets. Like, don't even bother doing gold bars if you haven't done the quest. You will get 56.25 XP per bar you smelt with the gauntlets, and only 22.5 XP without them. The best furnace in the game is the Edgeville furnace, and if you're wearing Zamorak armor, you have a chance of smelting 2 bars at once, which may not be important for an AFKing guide. You can use the blast furnace for much quicker XP, but you won't be able to AFK. The cost of smelting gold ore with gauntlets tends to hover between 4 to 5 GP per XP. And finally, for number 1, we have smelting cannonballs. The requirements for this is 35 smithing, and you will have to have completed the Dwarf cannon quest. The XP rates are low, and you should expect to receive around 14k XP per hour. Each bar will give you 25.6 smithing XP. You will always profit using this method, and it can earn you around 100 to 150k GP per hour depending on current market prices. This is one of the most AFKable methods in the game, which provides a consistent stream of XP and GP. Smelting cannonballs is great for an alt account because of its extremely low requirements and its duration for AFKability. A normal inventory would include your ammo mould and 27 steel bars, and will take 2 minutes and 42 seconds to finish smelting it all. I honestly can't think of any other smithing method that's more AFKable than cannonballs. If I've forgotten something or you know other methods, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I've got for today, and I hope to see you again soon.